When we meet someone new, we often start with the basics. What is your name and where you are from? But for me, the second questions always hits differently. It's a very simple inquiry, yet it stirs up complex emotions because I have never had a clear answer. I have never felt like I truly belong anywhere. What defines a home anyway? Is it where we are born, where we have spent the most time, or where our outfits are? Maybe is it where we know the most people, the language, and the culture? Or perhaps it's simply being with a particular person? Or is it within myself? Growing up in a small town in Howrah, West Bengal, I should feel rooted here. After all, I have spent nearly my entire life in this place. But even with all those years behind me, I still can't call it home. My family couldn't afford vacations, so I rarely ventured beyond these familiar streets. And as the year passed, I found myself questioning my existence more and more. Where do I belong? And why I am here? These questions haunt me, lingering in the back of my mind with each passing year. Despite spending almost 3 decades here, I still feel like I am wandering, searching for answers that remain elusive. I have always felt a bit different from others. No matter how hard I try to connect, it seems like people always keep their distance. It's feel like I am invisible to them, even when I am putting my best effort to befriend someone. Would you believe me if I said I don't have any friends? Not a single one? Making friends has always been a struggle for me, and I have always labeled as strange more times than I can count. People come into my life only to leave their own accord, intimidated by my presence. I am not claiming to be unique. Many of us share this experience of solitary existence, and in a way, it's oddly beautiful. Perhaps I am meant to learn something from this solitude. Gradually, I have also realized that I don't quite fit in with my own family either. The desire to break free from this environment is growing stronger day by day. Where I will go from here, I have no idea. All I know is that it's time for a change. This place feels like a prison, keeping me trapped with nowhere to turn, yet the whole world beckons me to explore. I have come to realize that my roots don't define the entirety of who I am. Speaking multiple languages and having none too few people who truly understand and accept me for who am I has led me to a profound self-discovery journey, free from the constraints of societal norms. I have learned that the key to living authentically isn't about blending in, but embracing the uniqueness within me. And if that means being seen as an outsider, then I have made a peace with that. So, where I am really from? The truth is, I'm still figuring that out. Perhaps at some point in our life, we all find ourselves feeling like outsiders, whether it's being a new face at work or school, looking different, or feeling like we just don't belong. It's tough and uncomfortable, but I believe these experiences teach us the true value of belonging. Even after spending nearly 3 decades in the same place, I still don't feel like I fit in. In fact, I have never quite fit in anywhere since childhood. People around me made me feel like there was something wrong with me, but I have come to realize that I am simply an introvert. I find solace in my own company, enjoying observing others from afar rather than engaging in constant interaction. In time like this, when division and conflict seem to dominate, it's important not to confine ourselves to narrow identities or affiliation with one group or another. It's all just an illusion anyway. At the core, we are all human, sharing the same essential spiritual nature, connected by the same life energy. Once I heard a wise person say, Why limit yourself to these confined apartments when you can belong to the entirety of existence? I believe it's wiser not to be overly identified with any specific group or ideology. By stepping back and observing with a broader perspective, we can gain deeper insight and understanding, because when we strongly align ourselves with a particular ideology or group, we tend to become close-minded, unwilling to question our beliefs or consider opposing viewpoints. We automatically reject anything that doesn't align with our group's narrative, without even trying to understand where others are coming from. But when we are not bound by rigid identities, there is a room for flexibility and openness. We are more willing to question our own belief and listen to those with different perspectives. Without the need to conform to a group, we can explore various viewpoints and perhaps discover new truths along the way. Trying to fit in can sometimes lead us to compromise our integrity, our intelligence, our ability to think freely. It's like we're asked to suppress our inquisitive nature and logical thinking just to blend in with the crowd. We end up blindly adopting the belief of others without forming our own options. By fitting in often means confining ourselves to a narrow perspective, limiting our ability to perceive things clearly. So, if you find that you don't seem to fit in anywhere, maybe that is something to be thankful for. It allows us to see the value in being different and embracing our uniqueness. So, as we conclude this journey together, I want to thank you for joining me in exploring these thoughts and emotions. Remember, it's okay to feel like you don't fit in sometimes. Embracing our uniqueness and staying true to ourselves is what truly matters. Let's continue to navigate life with authenticity and courage. Until next time, stay true, stay bold, and never forget the power of being authentically you. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Namaskaram.